Here's a rhetorical question for you guys. If you could travel any place in the world, where would you go? Me personally, I would go to the Bahamas. I'm sure all of you have traveled somewhere besides Coeur d'Alene, or even some of you have traveled from another place to Coeur d'Alene and live here now. I've been traveling by car and plane since I was a toddler, so I know a thing or two about traveling. I'm here today to motivate you as my audience to travel more as a people. Travel is hands down the best use of money. Well, besides necessities, of course. Would you rather have a couple new pieces of clothing or a trip to Los Angeles? I think we would all have a similar answer to that question. By being exposed to new places, people, and things, you'll develop a wider worldview. One reason people, including myself, love to travel is its ability to open up your mind. You'll realize that there's no one way to live. Meeting people from other places will show you that your world isn't the same as everyone else's, and everyone else isn't just playing a part in your little life. Today, I will be going over why you should travel, what you're missing out on if you do, and trying to motivate you to do so. Why do people leave their homes and voyage all over the globe? The reasons why people love to travel are varied, and also very personal. A lot of people like to travel to challenge themselves. Say you feel like you're stuck in a rut in your life, and you're yearning for something exciting and different. You're craving new experiences and new challenges to switch up your life. Travel is the ideal place to test yourself. It pushes people to their limits and gets them outside their comfort zone. I like to travel to learn about the world that I live in. I truly believe that the world is our playground, and life would be wasted if we stayed cooped up in our city. Learning is a strong reason why people love to travel. They want to experience something unfamiliar and leave with new skills or knowledge. Seeing the world is more educational than any high school or college class could ever be. This condensed crash course in discovering how the rest of the world lives actually will cover subjects like history, geography, and sociology way better than any college or high school course can. Every destination has something unique to teach visitors, and immersing themselves in a completely different world is the best learning experience. People may travel to learn something specific, say a new language, a new cuisine, or aspects of different culture, or maybe even a deeper appreciation of faith or spirituality. As a bonus, they'll take away more than their specific goal. They'll discover totally different ways of doing things. They'll also gain awareness of new customs, cultures, people, and places. And because you're actually experiencing this, learning in real life and not just in a textbook, it will stay with you for a very, very long time. You'll gain a deep sense of satisfaction with the new skills that you've learned and new insights that you have gained. Traveling can broaden your perspective and even change it completely. I know personally that has changed my perspective completely. Another reason why people love to travel is that it opens up your mind. You realize that there's no one way to live life. Meeting people from other places will show you that your worldview isn't the same as everyone else's. You can't imagine how different life is in another place until you see it for yourself. Everything from work to family to beliefs to interest is not what you might expect from your own experiences here in America, or even just in Coeur d'Alene. You'll come home with different notions and possibilities. By being exposed to new places and new cultures, develop a wider worldview. It'll make you a better rounded global system, and it's a great reward and a big reason why people love to travel. Getting away from home gives you the opportunity to reflect on your life. You have the needed time and space to let your mind wander and take stock. Traveling is one of the best ways to learn more about yourself. Everyday traveling brings a new set of issues and opportunities. The way you handle those also gives you better insight as to who you are as a human. You'll come home knowing yourself better and with a fresh perspective on what you want out of life. The experience of traveling will change your life forever. Conquering fresh territory is exhilarating, and one more reason why people love to travel. Humans crave new experiences, and travel lets us tap into that craving. A trip is the perfect time to do something different and exciting, especially something you can't do at home. The thrill starts the minute you land in a new place. Conquering that territory could just be even trying spicy Thai street food, or conversing in Madrid with your rusty college Spanish that you don't remember and cheated on every assignment. Or it could be a physical experience like scuba diving the Great Barrier Reef or hiking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu. You'll have lots of fun. You'll revel in the rush that you get from your exploits, and you'll feel a sense of accomplishment. You'll return home with the best souvenir of all, a memory of your incredible adventure. From cutting down on stress to lowering your chances of developing a heart disease, the health benefits of traveling are huge. You may stay sitting on a chair all day long at the workplace, or including some walking to your trip is to make sure your body feels better. For some people, wandering abroad is even a cure for anxiety and depression. Of course, it's not a foolproof cure, but it might help you feel better both physically and psychologically. Traveling more is likely to have a tremendous impact on your mental well-being, especially if you're not used to going out of your comfort zone. Trust me, travel more and your doctor will be happy. Be sure to get in touch with your physician because they might need to give you some recommended medications before you go on your trip, especially if you're heading to regions of the globe with big disease like there is right now. This is closely related to my previous point. We tend to get so caught up in our daily lives that sometimes by simply sticking around, we may do ourselves more harm than good. Say your boss is taking over your life, kids are driving you mad, your parents are trying to make you live the life that they want. How long do you think you can handle this pressure before you burst and everything falls apart? Sometimes it is best to take a step back, take a deep breath, and maybe go to that tower bridge and take that selfie that you want. In all seriousness, travel is the best option. It is the most natural way of inducing the feeling that you miss someone or that you are missed. The trick is to leave with a bit of preparation to avoid making a mistake during your journey. Plus, if you're flying, you better start thinking about booking your tickets sooner than later. Get used to picking up new words in a different language every time you travel, and you will see improvements in your brain capacities. As Dan Roitman wrote in the Huffington Post, if only this, start getting familiar with travel jargon. Even more than just languages, traveling helps you learn more about yourself. You might run into challenging situations where you need to be resourceful and think different than you might in your regular setting, and I'm sure that you will develop a new set of skills that you didn't suspect you had within you. Now let me get off my soapbox here. Basically what I'm trying to say by saying all of this is that you need to travel. You need to get off the couch and go see the world. Broaden your perspective, change your view on life, and get more in touch with yourself as a human being. Traveling doesn't have to be taking a huge trip to Europe or Mexico. Drive for 30 minutes in any direction and go see something that you've never seen before. The world is our playground, my friends, so why don't we play? Mark Twain once said, "Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and closed-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts." So I say you listen to Mark Twain and let's get out and play.